All right, welcome back to day 2, everyone. This is Cheap Horsepower, and look at the spray paint job. It came out actually really good. All this is just basically a base. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my plastics here in a second, and I'll show you. And also, I ended up having one of these off another machine that somebody just kind of chopped off. I had this extra piece. I was like, hey, maybe I could use it for this. We'll see. But so far, so good on this puppy. All right, so now what I've done to make it easier on myself is I've kind of split the body in two, so the front and the back is now separate. And how I'm going to go ahead and modify this is I'm going to use this little guy right here, which is my cutting wheel, and it turns out really easy. I've got my protective gear on. Normally I wear my earphones too, but now what I'm thinking about is I'm possibly going to cut off this. I'm going to leave it for now. Should I? Nah, maybe I'll just cut it. Yeah, because I've seen this where it looks good like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow my body lines, right? Okay. So as you can see, it looks nice and clean. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the edges here. So now, as you can see, that looks much cleaner. And you just follow those body lines, and it does a good job of cleaning everything up. All this broken stuff is now gone, so it looks like that's how it was from the factory. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish up all this side and then show you the next part. Now, as you can see, by following this body line just like that, I was able to make a smooth cut, and it looks more like a stock piece now. So now that that's complete, I'm going to go ahead and move to the back and do the same thing on the back. All right, now that looks so much better. So like I said, just by following that body line and kind of focusing on keeping the lines of the frame, I've split this up into 3 pieces. I've got this piece back here, that piece there in the middle, and that piece up front. Now, I could keep these spaces, or I can close them up by drilling some holes and sucking these pieces together with some zip ties. Now, I know that sounds cheap, but honestly, it works. This piece, obviously, that'll probably have some space there, so it may or may not keep that, but at least you got the front and that back piece. I'm going to clean this up. So I'll probably follow this line and bring it up to this line, follow it all the way around, and go down and follow that line back down. All right, so that's the style of plastics I went with. So I'm going to join those at the top there. It cleans it up around here. There's still this open pocket, but it looks like this side might have came out better than the other side. Yeah, so I'm going to clean that up a little bit on this side, bring it up a little bit tighter to the body, but so far so good. This is going to sneak under like I had before, just like that, so that like I said, that gap's going to go away. Or I might try and keep it like that. The gap kind of looks cool. It's like, you know, one of those frame gaps that you would see on like a motorcycle. So it looks nice like this. But that's salvaging the plastics that were bad. Now they look pretty good, and it'll be decent. It'll be paintable, and it'll still give this a nice face. And altogether, this is looking like a much better bike. All right, so I am going to join these two. As you can see down here, I'm just feeding through my zip ties now. So this, I'm going to loop around. This is going to come down, and it's going to go into this piece, and then it's just going to suck it right up. All right, she is looking great. So all the plastics are now all set. I like it the way it is. I might finish it up a little bit and trim it here and there, but I like the contrast. I'm going to stick with a white paint when I paint it, and then clean up the headlight. But as far as that goes, it looks great. these little pieces down here, they end up looking like mud flaps, and they actually do function. You know, if you're going through mud and stuff like that, it does protect it a little bit. So it looks cool. I might end up putting that rack back there, but that is a real nice setup for this bike.